Hello everyone, welcome back once again. So today's topic is we will understand list comparison, how to compare two strings. Just like in my previous tutorial, we have learned how to compare strings. So in this tutorial, we are going to learn how to compare the list. Okay. Also, we are going to develop a program to generate a Fibonacci series, a simple Fibonacci series using list. Okay, I'll just add that. Okay, using list. Okay, so let us just immediately we will start this. Okay, so how to compare list in Python. So for example, I have a list like 1 comma 2 comma 3, and I have a second list that is 1 comma 2 comma 3. So you can see that list 1 and list 2 are absolutely identical, they are absolutely same. So if I try to print this the comparison, that is L1 is equal to L2, so this will give me the output as a true. So if you just run this program, you can see the output. So we got the output as true. So it's quite obvious because L1 and L2 have the same number of items and the same numbers as well. The value of the items are same as well. So this is 1 1 2 2 3 3, right? And understand one thing, that list should have the same number of data types, not necessary that they should have the same number of items. Like there are total 3 numbers over here, okay, but the data type should be same. So as these are all integer numbers, over here also we have the integer numbers. Okay, now this is works fine, but what if I add one more number, that is 4. Okay, now there are total 4 items over here, and over here there are 3 items. So if you see the output for this, we will get the output as false. Okay, that is because there are total 4 items, but it is nothing to do with the number of items. It is something like, okay, 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 3, but 4, there is missing number 4. So in this case, what happens is it is not finding 4 or any other number, the third item. So in this case, this goes false. But what if I have this number as 5 over here? Okay, number as 5. So in this case also we will have not equal to, that is false. It is so obvious because 1 is not equal, 1 is equal to 1, then 2 is 2, 3 to 3, but 4 is not equal to 5. So in that case it gives me the false. Okay, what if I use the another relational operator, that is greater than. Okay, so greater than, L1 greater than the L2. Okay, so if you see 1 is equal to 1, 2 to 2, and 3 to 3, but 4 is not greater than 5. So can you guess the output for this? This will give the output as, you can check it, false. Okay, so here it is, the false output. Why? Because 4 is not greater than 5. Okay, now let us do something. Okay, I'll just make this as only 2 items, so there are only 2 numbers, whereas there are 4 numbers over here. So can you guess the output for this? Now this, what will happen is first to first is okay, it is equal, but second to second, if you see, second is number 2 item, that is 2, the number 2 is not greater than 5. So in this case also you will get the output as false. Okay, so you have to just compare the positions. Here it is, we got the output as false. So if I make this as lesser than, so in that case 2 is less than 5, 2 is less than 5. So you have to just compare the position, doesn't matter how many number of items you have in the list. Okay, so just see the output for this now. Here it is true. Okay, what if I have this number as another item, that is hello, that is a string. Now if you see the output for this, can you guess the output? Okay, the output for this will be still true. Why? is because 1 to 1 it is just comparing the positions. So it is comparing the 0th index to the 0 index of L1 to L2, and then the index value 1 to the index value 1 of L2, right? So it is just comparing the position. So if 2 is less than 5, and then it doesn't have any more items, in that case it will give you as true, right? So uh, now what if I make this as a string? Okay, now the second position is a string and this is a number. So can we compare strings with number? So as far as the we cannot compare strings with number, right? So you can see it has given us an error, that is you cannot compare string to integer, right? Because the second position, that is the index value 1, 0 and 1, that is a string, and over here this is a number, so we cannot compare this. So in this case it will throw an error. Okay, so this is how you can compare strings. So let us go for something more interesting. What if I make this, as, okay, I'll keep this as ABC, okay, and I'll keep this as capital ABC. Now can you guess the output? Okay, so if you see the output for this, okay, if you see the output for this, we will get the output as false. Why we got false is, if you are aware of my previous tutorials about comparing strings, so I told you that while comparing string, it looks for the highest ASCII value. So if you see the highest ASCII value over here, that this is A, that is a 97 and 90, this is 97, 98, and this is 99. So the highest ASCII value for this is 99, whereas this is capital A, the ASCII value is 65, 66 and 67. So highest ASCII value is 67. So 99 is not less than 67, and so we have the output as false for this. Okay, you can see, just a minute. Okay, so we have the output for this as false, right? So this is how you can compare the list. Okay, so now we will move on to developing a Fibonacci series. Now what is a Fibonacci series? So simple, it starts with 0 and 1. For example, 0 and 1, and then we will add 0 plus 1, that is again it comes down to 1, and then 1 plus 1, it will come down to 2, then 2 and 1, we will add 2 plus 1, it will come down to 3, then 3 plus 2, it comes down to 5, then 5 plus 3, it comes down to 8, and so on. So we always add this number to its previous number, and then we get the result, and then again we add the result to its previous number, and then we get the new result. And this is how we generate a Fibonacci series. So what we are going to do is we are going to accept a number from the user, that is user will accept will give an input for number n. For example, number n is 5, so it will generate first 5 Fibonacci series. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, so 4 and 5. Oh, okay, this is 5 actually, I started from 0. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it will generate from 0 to 3. So if it is 6, n is 6, so it will generate first 6 series. If n is 7, so it will generate first 7 series, and if it is 8, in that case it will generate one more, that is 13. 8 plus 5, 13, so it will generate these numbers. Okay, so let us accept a number n, and I will accept that as an input integer number, and this is the input, and enter a number, right? So this is what we got, and what I will do now, I will have a list, and I will just store the value 0 and 1 into that list. Okay, after storing 0 and 1, I will just take a temporary variable, that is I is equal to 1, and I will use a while loop. Okay, a while loop. So what I will do is, if I is less than n, that's the logic. Now next what I have to do is I have to come up with a logic, right? So what I will do is Okay, I will just add L dot, okay, L dot append, okay, L dot append, and I will add L dot append, and I will add that is 0 and 1. So what I can do is I can do it this way also. L of I, or okay, I'll start this from 0, or I can keep this as 1 also, it does not matter. And okay, so okay, if I take another variable, it's better that I will take another variable j, and I will start from j, okay, plus L of j plus 1, okay, j plus 1. So and then I will just, okay, that's it, I require that much. So let us see, we'll just see the output. If there is anything missing, we will just add that, and I will display L. Okay, so let us see. Okay, I just forgot one thing to do, that is to increment I. That is very important. I is equal to plus 1, right? So now we will see the output for this. Okay, so if I give the number as 10 or 8, okay, just a minute, if I is equal to I plus 1, L of append of j, okay, I'm not incrementing j also, so I need to increment j plus 1. Okay, now we will see the output. If I give the input as 8, okay, I'm still not getting the output. So why we are not getting the output is, if n is it I is equal to plus 1, so this will generate numbers. Okay, everything looks fine over here. So I is equal to I plus 1, and I'm trying to append that. J will be 0, j plus 1 will be 1, adding that append. Okay, okay, so then I need to, this is 1 I is equal to uh, okay, I just did this, plus equal to I is equal to, I just forgot something, I plus 1. I'll just make this as j plus 1. If I'm just forgot how to use the operator. Okay, I'll just see whether it works or not. Okay, here it is, it works. Okay, so this, I just made some mistake over here. That was, I guess, plus equal to 1. Okay, or this is plus equal to 1. I don't, just see to it. It is equal to plus 1. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is how, so it is plus equal to 1. I took it as equal plus 1. Okay, so this is how it works. So you can see this is the Fibonacci series. I will run it again for you. And if I have 7, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, now it is giving me 8. That's because I already have two numbers in the list. So what I can do this, I will start it from 2. So if I started from 2 and I have number 8, so let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, that's perfect, right? Now it's working perfect. So let us give some bigger number, let us give us some bigger number, and then I will just make you understand how this program works. If I have 10, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, okay, 13 plus 8 is 21, 21 plus 2, that is 34. So this is absolutely working fine. Now how did I made it work? Now we have this Fibonacci series, a traditional logic that we have. We take three variables, so it's everywhere. Okay, but then we have done this using a list. So it's so simple. I'm just declared a list that is 0 and 1. Okay, and then what I'm doing, I'm using the append function, and in append function what I'm doing is I'm using L of j, that is 0. So that is 0 plus L of j plus 1 index value. So j plus 1, that is 1. So L of 1 becomes 1. So 0 plus 1, it will get added to the list. And then I'm incrementing j. So next time this loop runs, j will be 1 and this will be 2. So I'll be adding index value 1 and index value 2, and so on. It goes on, right? So this is how Fibonacci program works. If you want, you can also, what you can do is you can trace your, you can debug your program, and you can see how the values are changing. Okay, so for debugging you have to just go to your shell. First I did it, I just went to option if and go to shell. Okay, and then from there I went to the debug option. Just click on debug. Now that's the watch window you have, and then you have to run the program. Okay, and there you see your watch window is active, and then you have to just keep on clicking on over. So it will just ask for a number n. If I give 7, and you can see the value of n, that is 7 over here at the bottom over here last, and then click on over, and you can see the value of L, that is 0 and 1, right? Click on over, keep on clicking onto it, and you can see the value of I is 2, then J0, right? You can see all the values. You can see how the list is getting added over here. I'll just highlight this so you can see how the list is getting added. Okay, you can see we had 112 over here. Okay, so click on over, so you can see dynamically you can check how the list is getting added. You can see over here and how the values are getting changed. Okay, so you can always debug your program and you can see your output. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye for now.
So if you have liked my video, do subscribe to my channel. There is a subscribe button in front of you. Click it right away, and after that click on the bell icon so that you can get the regular notifications of my videos. Bye for now.